Hello everyone, I'm Chase Lee and welcome to my YouTube channel where I review movies and a bunch of other things. Tonight's agenda is reviewing a movie, and I'm going to be reviewing The Visit. This is the new movie written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and this is the guy that brought us The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, The Last Airbender, and After Earth, as well as producing and having story credit for the movie Devil. Now, for me personally, M. Night has actually been pretty consistent in my eyes. The Last Airbender was like the last bad movie that I thought he did. Did not see After Earth. I really love Sixth Sense. I really love Unbreakable. I actually really like Signs, and I really love The Village. I think Lady in the Water has strong points, but overall it's still a mess. And then The Happening is one of the best comedies ever made. So if you want to count that as a bad one, sure, go ahead, but it's a pretty great comedy. So The Visit, I was a little skeptical going in because, he's not really been doing well in the public's eye, and, the past couple have not really served him well. So I was a little skeptical, like I said, but he's pairing up with Blumhouse Productions, who has been producing horror hit after horror hit. This guy's on fire. I mean, we're talking movies like the Paranormal franchise, the Insidious franchise, and then movies like Ouija, whatever, but still made money. And then Whiplash, like Jason Blum is one of those producers where you want to keep your eye out for because he's going to dominate this market. So how was The Visit? Is M. Night back to his form? I'd say yeah. I'd say he's on the right path to getting where he's at. Is this a fantastic movie? No. Is it entertaining? Yeah, it's pretty damn entertaining. And it's actually pretty good. That's as far as I'll go as in terms of good, great, fantastic. It's pretty good. So let's break this down. So the directing and the writing. M. Night has been known to make terribly written movies. This one's actually not badly written at all. It's actually really well written in some areas. The weird thing I found out about this movie as it was progressing, it's not really a horror film. It's more of a suspense, thriller, comedy, drama. M. Night pretty much nails all the genres except for horror. So it was kind of really weird how it was marketed. So I found it kind of fascinating and very strange at the same time. This is without a doubt his strangest movie he's ever done. Because like I said, it was such a mixed genre that was kind of pulling from a little bit of everything, but in a weird way it worked. So with the writing style of having all these genres, it was actually, like I said, really well written. I didn't find any weird lines that were, ma'am, no. So that was from The Happening, good old Marky Mark delivering awesome lines. As far as the direction goes, it's actually really suspenseful when it needs to be. It's actually really funny when it needs to be. So M. Night does make a very consistent movie for what he was trying to go for. So if he was trying to make a scene that was comedic, it totally worked. If he was trying to make a scene that was very suspenseful, it really worked. And even though all the dramatic stuff actually really worked. So in a weird way, this is like a mixing pot of all different genres. And I think M. Night did a pretty good job. I'm going to say this right now. There's not a twist in it. Because the twist to me is like what The Sixth Sense did. Where when it happened, it completely changes your perspective of the movie. This was more of like a reveal. So M. Night throws a reveal in there at the very end. And it was kind of like, okay. Because I saw it coming from a mile away. And I even predicted this like a month ago. But when it actually happened, my heart still kind of dropped a little bit because I was fearful of what was going to happen. So in a way, it was still effective for me. So when the reveal happens, it's not anything shocking per se, but it's still kind of exciting because you kind of want to see just where it goes and how it ends and stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed the reveal. I thought the directing was pretty strong. It's very suspenseful, like I said. It's very comedic. It's very dramatic. So good job, M. Night. You're climbing up into the good parts in life. As far as the acting goes, I actually really liked everyone in this. The kids. Listen, kids are like the most like up in the air type things with movies because you don't know if they're going to be terrible. You don't know if they're going to be like super good or just kind of like meh in between. I actually really like the kids in this movie. The little brother in particular, he was great. I've never seen this kid before, but I kind of want to see more things with him in it. Like I said, with all the genres mixed in there, he's actually the funniest part in the movie. He's actually, played in a bunch of suspenseful scenes as well. So he does a really good job. I love the sister. I love the grandparents because, they get all whacked out and kooky and stuff, just like the trailers point out. So, yeah, everyone does really well. I have no complaints on the acting. I thought everyone was pretty strong. So, cinematography. This is a found footage movie. Now, the whole premise is the two kids are filming a documentary documenting their trip to the house of where their grandparents are at. I gotta say, this is one of the cleanest looking found footage movies I've seen in quite some time where the camera's not shaking all over the place. There's a couple scenes where it does happen, and it didn't really bother me that much. But overall, it's actually got nice, crisp imagery. There's a lot of shots that stay there for a while. So, I mean, it is a found footage movie, but in another light, it doesn't really play out like a found footage movie. So it totally works. The only thing I have a problem with the cinematography is there's establishing shots like outside the house and stuff. So it's like, okay, so those kids actually had to go out there and do that. And, it kind of conflicts with some of the stuff happening in the movie. I don't know. So I didn't really buy that too much. But the cinematography is actually really good. If you want to talk about how it was shot and just the setups in general for each shot and how it was framed, it actually goes along with what the sister says in the movie and how something is framed. And she was basically like talking, about a bunch of like horror, like suspenseful techniques to shooting a movie. It was kind of weird. It was like M. Night channeling his little dialogue through this little girl telling us what we're about to witness. So I don't know. I thought it was a nice, clean looking movie, and the found footage didn't bother me. So there you go. Editing and just the way it was paced out and stuff. This movie's an hour and a half long. It flies by. I'm not going to lie. As soon as the movie started, I was engaged. And I don't know if it was because I really like just the characters' personalities and stuff and whatnot. And like I said, the found footage was like clean and it wasn't like, epileptic monkey behind the camera. So I was engaged from start to finish. And I kind of wanted to see what the reveal was and how it was going to end. And, overall, I was satisfied. And I think it was a nice little story that's been told before. But the reveal, kind of made things a little bit more interesting. And it kind of added another layer that I didn't really see. I kind of saw it coming, but I didn't, there was an extra layer. Like I said, it's really hard to like tiptoe around this and not spoil it. But it flew by for me. I thought the pace was really well, especially for found footage movies, because we know that when you watch those, like the first half of them, all of them are boring. No, this one's actually engaging from start to finish. So good job. So overall, I thought the directing was really strong. It was a nice, weird concoction of a bunch of genres. The writing was actually really well done. Thank you, M. Night, for not. He must have gotten someone to actually proofread his script, because his last two were just no. But this one was really well written. I like the acting; it's strong. The cinematography is actually clean and actually really, really well framed. The editing was nice and. This is just it's an entertaining movie. I think it's a pretty good movie. It's not a great movie. It's not like fantastic or anything. It's entertaining. It's pretty good. If you were skeptical about M. Night, I understand. But I think give this one a shot, because he's now trying to revive his career, and I think this is the best path to get him back to where he was back in the day. So this is a nice start. So overall, I had a fun time. Like I said, it's a very strange movie, even for M. Night. But I'd have to give this movie a solid B. Yeah, I didn't want to go any higher, any lower. I think a solid B is perfect for this movie. So, have you heard The Visit, or do you even want to see it this weekend, or do you have faith in M. Night? Maybe me telling you that it's actually pretty good, will that convince you to go see it? Let me know in the comments in that place. That's right below my face, and let me know. So, that will do it for this review, I guess. So, I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. If you guys want to follow me, do all that jazz, all my links in the description will be in the description description box below. And beginning and intro music is done by my friend's band Fervent Roze. Check them out. So, like I said, that will do it, guys. Tune in next time for whatever I review next. See you guys later. Let's play the outro music. Congratulations, M. Night. This wasn't a complete failure. I had fun. Please continue this. See you guys later.